Uzan in the land of the trees with 4 on the timer. Knocked away and stolen by Usman. And this is where Oklahoma State wants to play, up and down. Steele, Houston, and Cryer the finish.
But they have to take care of the basketball.
Both of these teams rebound it well. Both teams +6 per game in rebounding margin as Tugler gets left all alone for the gimme.
You have to get back in transition right there. Way too easy. This Houston team is way too good to give up easies like that.
Thompson curling. Double comes, finds the open man. It's Usman with the bucket at the rim. Two-man game. Roberts to the well, and he puts it through.
That's where Jawan Roberts makes his money right there. A lot of talent in this young man.
Oklahoma State has missed their first 4 threes. And on the inside, Roberts, all muscle, back-to-back baskets.
Maybe did a good job that time. He forced them the other direction. And if your coach lets, you are living with that. Took away his primary go-to move, forced him to his secondary move. If he makes it, so be it.
Oklahoma State does not want to play in the half court. High off the glass. Tough one from Arturo Dean.
2. This time, he takes away that right shoulder, makes him go the opposite direction. He just knocks down a tough one.
Tugler. 8 to shoot. Uzan from the top, and he hits the dot.
That's one area where Uzan has
clock each and every time down the floor. Missed Houston 3. Here come the pokes. Dean right to the rack. And it's blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State has started 2 for 11 from the field. In the lane, a tough fall away and rattles home for Brandon Newman. Oklahoma State wants to play extremely fast. Their goal is to get a shot up 10 seconds or less into the shot clock. And right there on cue, 20 points and 6 rebounds. 5 to shoot. Leaner from Tugler's off the heel, trying to tap it to himself and keep it alive. And Oklahoma State on the control. Sumnick with a run out. It's blocked. Newman's there to clean it up.
I think that's what they did. They led the country in tempo, and they played extremely fast. They got out of range. That is how he wants to play. That is how he has a chance that the player is going to miss a layup. So they follow it up. Good job by Sumnick.
Tugler floats it home.
JoJo Tugler is going to be special. His defensive instincts, offensively, he's starting to grow and progress. I think JoJo Tugler has so much potential, even enough potential to be an NBA player one day.
Just a sophomore for Houston. Houston on the break after an Oklahoma State miscue, and Sharp in the scoring column for the first time. It comes. Roberts one-on-one with Jennings. Spins to the block, and that is pretty.
I think that is where Jawan Roberts has got.
Cryer rises up. He can't connect. Thompson's on the floor. Roberts from the scrum finishes off the window. He's up to a game-high 8 points. Also, another Oklahoma State miss. They haven't scored now in over 5 minutes. Cryer sliding left, launching a 3, and he cans it.
Such an aware play.
3 and change left in this first half. Uzan, runner, that's nice, off the window. Roberts has been their leading scorer in this first half, using the left, and that is a soft, feathery touch.
That time in the half court, you have to convert when you get that post.
12 minutes without a field goal bridging the 2 halves together, and Roberts picking up where he left off. He's on third team All-Conference USA last year at Florida International. Uzan, a corner pocket 3 is down. 8 to shoot for the Pokes. Brantley out of control. Dean spots for a 3. His rebuttal is there. 3-point make of the season. Cryer, a runner, short. Cryer again, deeper, and he hits that one from the top.
Second shots always go in. But it was just a big miscommunication at the end of the day.
Next dead ball will send us to our first media timeout. Cryer is heating up for Houston.
That is tough. They don't really play with their hands. I mean, they do it away from the basketball. That's the biggest thing. They do their work early, like you like to call it.
Avery has his first points of the contest. Oklahoma State's leading. And Houston perfectly fine killing some clock and running their offense. Jumping a passing lane, Dean with the steal. 2-on-1, Avery with the hammer.
Dean, he reads the offensive player's eyes as well as anybody in the country. And what do? It's very similar principles in the half court. They jump the passing lanes. They sit on top of you on the high side. They try to cause as many turnovers like we saw a West Virginia team.
Roberts working on Davis, leans in on the former All-SEC defensive team member, continues to fight and powers it in.
Without fouling, I think this team goes to a different level because he can stay on the floor.
Newman a three, rattles it home.
They meet him at the free throw line. They make him catch it in the mid-post area. When you force him out, it's way harder. When he gets low post position, gets by the charge circle, oh, that's where he does his dirty work.
What a pass. And a double-fisted dunk for Francis.
Let's take a look at this right here. Good pass, good cut from Newton.
6 minutes for Oklahoma State to mount a comeback. Roberts, another one, the lefty. A season high. He's only logged 11 minutes tonight.
I mean, he struggled, and I think that's the one thing that I would have to say about his game. The one critique is the inconsistency in big games. Bryce Thompson has to produce. He has to play well. I know we talked about him in the open. Sharp, Pryor. I mean, those guys are shooting phenomenal from deep, but not every game is going to look like tonight, like what LJ Pryor is doing from behind the arc. They have to figure out ways to score inside the arc.
He's up to 18 points, 4 for 6 tonight from distance. A block down low, Francis. 10 to shoot for the Cowboys. Jennings flying in for a jam.
Robert Jennings.
Just a really high IQ basketball player that can knock it down from deep consistently.
Roberts using the offhand, puts it in.
Less than 1 minute remaining.
Underneath, Jennings gets loose for another dunk, his second of this half.
Limiting his touches, not allowing him to have clean looks, get low post position. This is what you want if you're Kelvin Sampson. This is how you execute a game plan.